fine. Even better when you're here.
Thank you.
And Pitaji is there. Very good. And who's this? Kathan or Kathin?
Kathan.
Ah, very good. Now,
Hello, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Kathan.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Kathin, Hare Krishna. Wow. So this is Swakesh.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna.
Good morning.
So his friends are here, Papan, and I think Padmaja, but we can't see you two. Can you perhaps put your camera on?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Krishna, how are you, Pavan?
Good, good, Prabhu. Thank you.
Padmaja, very good to see you. And there's Aruna as well. Aruna, would you like to show?
My brother is also.
He's coming?
No, he is with me only.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Ranjit also with me. He was with us last year as well.
Oh, okay. Very
Yes,
good.
yes.
Very good. Yes, I remember him.
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you for joining us. Wonderful. Hare Krishna, Praveen. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Okay, so we have the world expert here on Bhagavad Gita and chapter 15 especially. But later, Padmaja, shall we do the, the Krishna,
Ashtotara Satanamavali?
Can we do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. That was so good. So I'm going to record this. Am I recording it? Yeah. Oh, so already recording. Okay. So, oh yes. So who'd like to read the English? Swakesh, Shavi will read the Sanskrit.
Okay.
You can read the English maybe?
Okay.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So whenever you're ready, Shavi.
Yeah. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Urdhvamulam Adhar Shakam Ashwattham Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedavet.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its root upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic manna. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas.
Athashtotvam prasutastasya shaka gunaprabhruta vishayapravalaha athashtamulan yanusantatani karmanubandhini manushya-loke.
The branches of this tree extend downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twig are the object of the senses. This tree also has the roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive action of human society.
Kamasye hatatopadapyate nanto nachate nacha sampratishta ashvatthamenam suvirudamulam asangashastrena dridena chitva tatah padam tat parimarkitavyam yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyaha तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसुता पुराणी.
The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, and where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapons of detachment. Thereafter, one must seek that place from which, having gone one never returns. And there surrender to that Supreme Personality of Godhead from whom everything began and from whom everything is extended since time immemorial.
निर्मानमोहा चिदसङ्गदोषा अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैर्गच्छन्त्यमूढा पदमव्ययं तत्.
Those who are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with the material lust, who are free from dualities of happiness and distress, and who, unbewildered, know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to the eternal kingdom.
न तद्भासेते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यत्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम.
That supreme abode of mine is not illuminated by the sun or moon, nor by the fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world.
ममैवाशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनः षष्ठानि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति.
The living entity in this conditional world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditional life, they are struggling very hard with 6 senses, which include the mind.
शरीरं यद्वाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात्.
The living entity in this material world carries his different conception of life from one body to another, as the air carries aromas. Thus, he takes one kind of body and again quit it to take another.
श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते.
The living entities, thus taking another gross body, obtain a certain type of ear, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. He thus enjoys a particular set of sense objects.
उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानां पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषा.
The foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of mode. But one whose eyes are trained in the knowledge can see all this.
यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्ति चेतसः.
The endeavoring transcendentalists who are situated in self-realization can see all this clearly. But those whose mind are not developed and who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they may try.
यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासेतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नो तत्तेजो वेति मामकम्.
The splendor of the sun, which dissipates the darkness of this whole world, come from me, and the splendor of the moon and the splendor of fire are also from me.
गामावेश्य च भूतानि धारयामि अमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधिः सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः.
I enter into each planet, and by my energy they stay in the orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all the vegetables.
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पच्चाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्.
Pawan Prabhu, would you like to go?
Prabhu, okay. I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all living entities. and I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming, to digest the four kinds of foodstuff.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मतः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम्.
I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरच्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कुटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते.
There are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible.
उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्य परमात्मेति उदारतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्तव्यय ईश्वरः.
Besides these two, there is the greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them.
यस्मात्क्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः.
Because I am transcendental, beyond both the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as that Supreme Person.
यो मामेव सम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत.
Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata.
इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमानस्य कृतकृतयश्च भारत.
This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scriptures, O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection.
Jai, Bhagavad Gita ki jai, 15th chapter ki jai, Purushottama Yoga ki jai, Masa ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Devi ki jai. Amazing, Devi. And she's only 8. Can you imagine? My goodness. So good. I'm really, really impressed, as always. So we recite every day in this month, this 15th chapter, because this is called Purushottama Yoga. And we saw in the last few verses, Krishna says Purushottam. So this is Purushottama Mass. And this is the reason we chant this chapter daily. Purushottam, Purush is enjoyer. Uttam is the topmost, and Krishna is the topmost enjoyer. So Purushottam is another name for Krishna. Hence why we associate this chapter with Purushottam Mass especially. So let me just check where we are. Okay, good. So I wanted to give a little explanation as to why this month is so important. Generally speaking, in this month, no rituals are done. It's considered inauspicious. So if you buy a new house, like Pavan did, we can't do Graha Pravesh in this month. So you can't wed, you can't do any weddings this month. It's considered inauspicious. So why are we celebrating this month? It sounds a little unusual that it's inauspicious, but every single day this month, we do satsang. we do more bhakti. There are classes going on all over the world. So there's a reason behind this. Actually, Purushottama month is worshipped all over the universe by devotees, sages, demigods. Even Lakshmi Devi herself worships this month. And if one sincerely worships Radha and Krishna in Purushottama month, he will attain everything, both material and spiritual. And in this month, we do some vrat, some vow we take, some inconvenience we accept. And that is to burn up all the reactions to our past bad karma. And by doing so, we will get service of Radha and Krishna. This month is supposed to be the best month for spiritual advancement, because Krishna is very compassionate in this month. We make mistakes, he ignores them. And it's said that any austerity we do in this month is the best of all austerities. This month is also known as Adhik Mas. Adhik means extra. And the reason why this month comes is to realign the solar and the lunar calendars. The lunar calendar is about 11 days short every year. So every 3 years, there's an extra month. Just like in the solar calendar, every 4 years, they have an extra day. But in our case, the lunar calendar is short by probably a day a month, roughly. So every 3 years, we get this Adhik Mas. And previously, when this Adhik Mas originally came in order to realign the solar and lunar calendars, it was considered Mal Mas. It was considered a horrible thing. That's why there's no rituals that are done. The Karma Kanda section of the Vedas go to sleep for a month, this month. So those who want material profit from doing yajna, they don't do anything. So that's a good thing, because the acharyas, our acharyas say, because they don't do that nonsense, bhakti takes prominence, and bhakti destroys any dirt and contamination that's caused by sins. So how did this Malmas turn into this incredibly potent devotional month? So when she came, she was abused. She was abused by those who follow the Vedas, the Brahmins, and she had no protector. Every month has a protector. Every month is a personality. So she was feeling very sad, and she petitioned Vishnu. She went to Vaikuntha. She has an open door policy with Vaikuntha. So she went to Vaikuntha and she said to Lord Vishnu, I can't live like this. Whenever I come, I make my presence felt. I am ignored, I am shunned, I am abused. So I might as well just commit suicide. So Vishnu said, no, don't do that. Let's go and see Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. And let's see what he says. So they went, Golok Vrindavan, and Lord Krishna greeted Vishnu. Behind Lord Vishnu, the Adhik Mas was hiding. She was crying as well. So Krishna asked Vishnu, who is this? Why is she unhappy? She's in Golok Vrindavan. Nobody is unhappy in Golok Vrindavan. So then the Adhik Mas said all the things she said to Vishnu. And Krishna became very compassionate towards this month. So compassionate. He said to her, you have no husband? You have no protector? I will become your husband. I will become your protector. And I will also give you my name, Purushottama. Because you're married to me, everything I have belongs to you now as well. So in quality, in fame, in opulence, in success, in giving benedictions, You're as potent as I am. So in this way, Krishna gave this month a free reign over bhakti. It's a very powerful month. And this is from the Padma Purana. Oh Janardhan, now that she has imbued my qualities, I myself will become the husband and protector of this Purushottama month. And being equal to me, this month will be the master of all other months. So now this month will become worshipable by one and all. Everyone should pay their obeisances to her. Everyone should worship her. This month is equally as powerful as me to give any type of benediction to its observer. The worshipper of this month will be able to burn up all his past sinful reactions to ashes, and after enjoying a blissful life in the material realm, he will return back to Godhead. So there's a pastime in the Mahabharata where Krishna says to Yudhishthira when they were in the forest, because they're really suffering. They lost the gambling match. They were banished into the forest for 13 years. And Krishna came to see them. And Krishna was very angry with Duryodhana and Shakuni. But he said to Yudhishthira, the reason that you are suffering like this is because you neglected Purushottama Mass. And Draupadi, in your last life, you were a daughter of a great sage. Your mother died when you were born. And because the sage was always engaged in my worship, he neglected you and never got you married. He came back to me, but you were still single. So you were very upset. And at that time, a Muni called Durvasa, great sage, came to you because he was a friend of your father. He came to you and he advised you, your miserable condition will be over if you observe Purushottam Vrat in this Purushottam Mass. If you do that, you will get a husband and all of your difficulties will go away. Now this girl didn't believe Durvasa. And in fact, she actually started insulting both Durvasa and the month. This can't be true. You're telling lies to me. How can this month do so much for me? I don't believe you. And Durvasa usually gets very angry when he's insulted. But this time he controlled himself because this father of this girl was his friend. But he said to her, I will not curse you because your father is my friend, but you have insulted Purushottama Mass, so you will suffer. So this girl, she lost all her strength and beauty. That's right. And she decided to do a meditate on Lord Shiva. So for a long time, she meditated on Lord Shiva. Eventually, Lord Shiva came to her. And Lord Shiva said, what would you like? She repeated one request 5 times. I want a husband. 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 So Lord Shiva, who's very kind, he's known as Ashutosh. He will fulfill all your desires. He said to the girl, Tadaastu, you can have 5 husbands. No, I don't want 5 husbands. I just want 1. Well, you asked for 5 and you got 5. In your next life, you will have 5 husbands. The girl was distraught. Oh, no, what is happening? Please take, I want to take my request back. No, you can't. I've given my word. You have to take it now. But don't worry. Your husbands will be very powerful and saintly. So Krishna was relaying this to Draupadi and said to her, now you're born as Draupadi. You've got 5 husbands and you're still suffering. So how do you make amends? Purushottama Mass is coming soon. you should observe this month. You should do a vrata. You should do different types of things. Like he gave advice, you should chant my names, you should do charity, you should read the scriptures like that. You should offer a ghee lamp. And once you have satisfied Purushottamas, you will win back your kingdom. And that's exactly what happened. So in this month, devotees, Vaishnavas, generally will be doing some extra bhakti because it's very potent. This month is very, very powerful. Any bhakti we do this month is multiplied many times, thousands of times. So what are the different types of vratas that we do? We can chant more. We chant on beads like this every day. This is, sorry, the bead bag. Beads are here. And we can do extra mala, especially of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is regarded to be the most powerful mantra in this age. We can meditate on Radha Krishna's form, qualities, and pastimes. Every day we can offer a ghee lamp to Radha Krishna, picture of deities. And we can do arti and parikram of tulsi every day. We can offer flowers and tulsi to Radha Krishna. We can read 15 chapter every single day. And we're very fortunate to be able to do that every single day together. Can take a vow to become more peaceful, truthful in this month. And definitely this one we can do, because generally everybody eats more than they need to eat. So we can reduce our normal diet, reduce it a little bit. Perhaps some devotees avoid having breakfast. Some devotees avoid having lunch, or some devotees avoid having dinner. Maybe skip a meal every day. Or you can have Ekadashi food, maybe one time you have a grain meal, the rest of the time you have Ekadashi food, fruits, like that. So this is a good one, because this is a little personal austerity that one does in order to please the Supreme Lord. That's the main purpose, to please God. It's not to starve ourselves. The idea isn't to become malnourished and things like that. The idea is to please God. And to do charity. Charity is very good in this month. So that's the pastime of Purushottama Mass, which I wanted to share with everybody. I wanted to ask if anybody has any questions. Pavan or Padmaja or Praveen, Swakesh.
Fine, Prabhu. It's good to hear about the glories of Purushottama.
Yes, yes. There's a lot more. But this month is most definitely one where any bhakti that one does really, really magnifies 1,000 times. Yeah. It's the best month. And we have the greatest opportunity because, like today, you've joined a satsang. You didn't have to travel anywhere. We can just do it on Zoom. It's so easy. So every day we're doing these satsangs at 7:30. And you're welcome on the same address. You're welcome to join anytime. And just to hear Shavi chanting the 15th slok, 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it's worth it. Bimal, anything you'd like to ask or say?
No, not at this moment. No, thank you.
I see you got a busy household there.
Yeah. Yes, they keep us busy, so that's nice.
Yeah. So we can do. Yes, I was going to ask. Swakesh, you have a ghee lamp.
It's already burning, Prabhuji.
Good. Well, you can offer Aarti. What we can do, I think, if Padmaja would like to recite the uh, Krishna, Hare Krishna. There you go.
Hare Krishna.
Fantastic. Would you like to recite? You know
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I will recite it.
Wow.
I will do
This time, no swaha in the middle.
that. Yeah, sure.
No, so
Okay.
Yes, you can start.
Yeah, Sri Krishna Ashtottara Satanamavalihi. Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha. Om Kamala Nataya Namaha. Om Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Sanatanaya Namaha. Om Vasudevatmajaya Namaha. Om Punyaya Namaha. Om Leela Manusha Vigrahaya Namaha. Om Sri Vatsa Kaustubhadaraya Namaha. Om Yashoda Vatsalaya Namaha. Om Haraye Namaha. Om Chaturbhujata Chakrasi Gada Sankadhyayudaya Namaha. Om Devaki Nandanaaya Namaha. Om Sri Shaya Namaha. ओम नंद गोप प्रियात्मजाय नमः ओम यमुना वेग संहारिणे नमः ओम बलभद्र प्रियानुजाय नमः ओम पूतन जीवितापहराय नमः ओम शकटासुर भंजनाय नमः ओम नंद व्रज जनानंदिने नमः ओम सच्चिदानंद विग्रहाय नमः ओम नवनीत विदीप्तांगाय नमः ओम नवनीत वराय नमः ओम अनगाय नमः ओम नवनीत नवाहारिणे नमः ओम मोचकुंद प्रसादकाय नमः ओम षोडश श्री सहस्रेशाय नमः ओम त्रिभंगिने नमः ओम मद्राकृते नमः ओम शोकवागामृताब्धये नमः ओम गोविंदाय नमः ओम योगिनां पतये नमः ओम वत्सवाताचराय नमः ओम अनंताय नमः ओम धेनुकासुरभंजनाय नमः ओम त्रिणीकृत त्रिनावर्ताय नमः ओम यमलार्जुन भंजनाय नमः ओम उत्तालताल बेत्रे नमः ओम गोप गोपीश्वराय नमः ओम योगिने नमः ओम कोटि सूर्य समप्रभाय नमः ओम इलापतये नमः ओम परम ज्योतिषे नमः ओम यदु यादवेन्द्राय नमः ओम यदुद्वहाय नमः ओम वनमालिने नमः ओम पीतवासिने नमः ओम पारिजातापहारकाय नमः ओम गोवर्धन चलोदहर्त्रे नमः ओम गोपालाय नमः ओम सर्वपालकाय नमः ओम अजाय नमः ओम निरंजनाय नमः ओम कामजनकाय नमः ओम कंजलोचनाय नमः ओम मधुग्ने नमः ओम मथुरानाथाय नमः ओम द्वारकानायकाय नमः ओम बलिने नमः ओम वृंदावनांत संचारिणे नमः ओम तुलसीदाम भूषणाय नमः ओम शमंतकमणिहर्त्रे नमः ओम नरनारायणात्मकाय नमः ओम कुब्ज कृष्णांबरधराय नमः ओम मायिने नमः ओम परम पुरुषाय नमः ओम मुष्टिकासुर चानूर मल्ल युद्ध विशारदाय नमः ओम संसार वैरिणे नमः ओम कंसारिये नमः ओम मुरारिये नमः ओम नरकांताय नमः ओम अनादि ब्रह्मचारिणे नमः ओम कृष्ण व्यसन कर्षकाय नमः ओम शिशुपालासिरश्चेत्रे नमः ओम दुर्योधन कुलांतकाय नमः ओम विदुराक्रूर वरदाय नमः ओम विश्वरूप प्रदर्शकाय नमः ओम सत्यवाचे नमः ओम सत्य संकल्पाय नमः ओम सत्यवामारताय नमः ओम जैने नमः ओम सुभद्रा पूर्वजाय नमः ओम जिष्णवे नमः ओम भीष्म मुक्ति प्रदायकाय नमः ओम जगद्गुरुवे नमः ओम जगन्नाथाय नमः ओम वेन्नाद विशारदाय नमः ओम वृषभासुर विध्वंसिने नमः ओम बाणासुर कुलांतकाय नमः ओम युधिष्ठिर प्रतिष्ठहर्त्रे नमः ओम बर्हि बर्हावतांसकाय नमः ओम पार्थसारथिये नमः ओम अव्यक्ताय नमः ओम गीतामृत महोदध्ये नमः ओम कालियपाणि माणिक्यरंजित श्रीपदाम्बुजाय नमः ओम दामोदराय नमः ओम यज्ञभोक्त्रे नमः ओम दानवेन्द्र विनाशकाय नमः ओम नारायणाय नमः ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः ओम पन्नकासन वाहनाय नमः ओम जलक्रीडशमाशक्त गोपीवस्त्रापहारकाय नमः ओम पुण्यश्लोकाय नमः ओम त्रितपादाय नमः ओम वेदवेद्याय नमः ओम दयानिधये नमः ओम सर्वतीर्थात्मकाय नमः ओम सर्वग्रह रूपिणे नमः ओम परात्पराय नमः
That was amazing. Padmaja. Fantastic. Whew. You're like going 100 miles an hour. And the speed limit was 50.
Prabhu?
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, yes. Swakesh.
What was this stotra called?
This is called what?
Krishna Ashtottara Satanamavalihi 108 names of Krishna.
Okay.
of Krishna.
108 names of Krishna. Yeah.
was so good. When we did the yajna at Pavan's house, Padmaja was reciting that, and we were doing swaha.
Uh,
It was fantastic. It was so good. So good. So what happens in this month also, especially in Vrindavan? What happens in Vrindavan is that every day they celebrate a special day. They celebrate special. So, for example, on the Astami, on Purushottama, they will celebrate Sri Krishna Janmastami. On Navami, they will celebrate Ram Navami. On what are the other days? Ganesh Chaturthi. They will celebrate Chaturthi. They celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. And the first day we celebrated Govardhan Puja. So today is Shasti, and today, thanks to Jayanti here, we are going to celebrate Lalita Shasti.
Okay.
And who is Lalita? Let me show you. No, I can do it here because we've got. Oops, what happened? Okay, sorry. 1 second. Let me just see if I can find it now. 1 second. Right. Okay. Now you see the background here. Hope I don't cover her. Okay. So this is in Mayapur. This is the most glorious temple in the world. This is Mayapur is about 100 kilometers north of Calcutta. And there is the ISKCON Hare Krishna worldwide headquarters. And these deities are called Radha, Madhav. So here, I don't know if you can see.
Sorry.
So Radha Madhav is there in the middle. And then we have is next to Madhav, Krishna. He's next to Madhav, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Lalita is one of the 8 gopis, Asta Sakhi. She's one of the 8 gopis. The other gopis are called Vishakha. And then if we look at this side, my side.
This side.
Yeah. If we do Krishna's side first, that is
Front.
yes, back to front. So it's a little confusing. TCC, is that TCC or the IRS? It's TCC. Tunga Vidya is on the far side. Chitra, Champaklata, Lalita, and then it's Vishakha, Indulekha, Rangadevi, and Sudevi. These are the names of these Astasakhis. So Lalita Sakhi is very, very special. She has a little fiery temper. So she creates wonderful situations where Radha and Krishna meet. She's the guru, if you like, of Radharani. Who are these 8 Sakhis? They're actually expansions of Radharani anyway. Just like Krishna has his expansions, Vishnu, Narayan, Ramachandra. Balaram is the first expansion of Krishna. So this Krishna and Radha are actually one. But when they want to enjoy Leela, pastimes, Krishna manifests his Hladini Shakti, his internal potency as Radharani. So actually there's no difference between Radha and Krishna. One is the energy and the other is the energetic. So you can't split the two. Just like the sun, from the sun is the sunshine. You can't split the two. If there's no sunshine, there's no meaning to the word sun. And if there's no sun, there is no sunshine. So similarly, Radha and Krishna are one. When they want to enjoy, they become two. And from Radharani expands all these wonderful Sakis, Gopis, Manjaris, queens of Vrindavan, Lakshmis. They all come from Radharani. So the Gopis all have individual wonderful characteristics and personalities. And Lalita's personality is a little fiery. So if Krishna does something to upset Radharani, Krishna gets into big trouble by Lalita's anger. So, but Lalita is actually very expert at bringing the divine couple together to enjoy their loving pastimes, wonderful pastimes. These are not pastimes, ordinary pastimes like we have here, the lusty pastimes. No, these are actually pastimes where they enjoy spiritual love, they enjoy, they relish their sweet, sweet pastimes together. And these pastimes are what we try to remember in order to become closer to Radha and Krishna. And how do we remember these? We read about them, we speak about them. When we're chanting the Maha Mantra, we're actually associating with Radha and Krishna. So when we chant, especially if we do it with focus and attention, then that chanting makes us come closer to Radha and Krishna. And especially in this month of Purushottama, the more intensely we chant, the greater the benefit we will get. Whatever we want, it will be achieved, whether it's material or spiritual. Of course, we don't care for material because material will finish one day. But spiritual never finishes. So we want to focus on the spiritual side of our life. And the way we do that is by increasing the intensity of our bhakti, especially in this month. So I wanted to share that. And are there any comments, any questions? Anybody like to ask anything?
This is very wonderful because when you are explaining Radha and Krishna, one small bhajan came into my mind. If you don't mind, I can just just recite it, and it's kind of different names and different appreciation of Radha and Krishna together, which I find very rare. So I don't remember all of them, but probably 2 or 3 stanza, if time permits, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Please.
Right. Thanks. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna, Shyama Gauri, Nanda Kishori, Priya Uradori, Sri Radhe, Main Manohar, Mahamod Kar, Sundar Vartar, Sri Krishna, Kirtivanta, Kamini Kanta, Jaya Bhagavanta, Sri Krishna, Main Manohar, Mahamod Kar, Sundar Vartar, Sri Krishna, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna, Krishna, Jai Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe Jai Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. That's what I
Very
remember.
nice. Very good. We can see where Shaivi gets her qualities from. Huh? You and
Well,
very good.
got
Very.
her own qualities.
He has as well. She's actually extraordinary personality. Yeah, extraordinary. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else? Padmaja, would you like to sing something or share something?
It's nice, very nice actually.
Would you like to sing something?
Singing, I don't know, only chanting and reading. Singing, not much. Singing, I will read like a poetry, like poem, fast, like shlokas.
Give us another sloka. What else would you like to do?
Like Narasimha Kavacha, we used to do.
I tell you what, let's do that.
Huh.
Because you sang it last time when we were doing the yagya.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I can also bring it up. Let me just see if I have it here. 1 second, just 1 second. Just 1 second. Oops. Okay, come on. Great. Now, here it is. Here it is. Okay, you can go for it.
Okay, bro.
Ouch.
श्री नृसिंह कवच मंत्र नरसिंह कवचम वक्षे प्रह्लादेनोदितं पुरा सर्वरक्षाकरं पुण्यं सर्वोपद्रवनाशनं सर्वसम्पत्करं चैव स्वर्गमोक्षप्रदायकं ध्यात्वा नृसिंहं देवेशं हेमसिंहासनस्थितं विवृतास्यं त्रिनयनं शरदिन्दुसमप्रभं लक्ष्म्यालिङ्गितवामाङ्गं विभूतिविरूपाश्रितम् चतुर्भुजं कोमलांगं स्वर्णकुण्डलशोभितं श्रियाशु शोभितोरस्कं रत्नकेयूरमुद्रितं तप्तकाञ्चनसङ्कासं पीतनिर्मलवाससम् इन्द्रादिसुरमौलिस्त पूरन्माणिक्यदीप्तिभिः विराजितापदद्वन्द्वं शङ्खचक्रादिहेतिभिः गरुत्मता च विनया स्तूयमानं मुदान्वितं स्वहृत्कमलसंवासं कृत्वा तु कवचं पठेत् नृसिंहो मे शिरः पातु लोकरक्षात्मसम्भवः सर्वगोऽपि स्तम्भवासः फलं मे रक्षतु ध्वनिं नृसिंहो मे दृशौ पातु सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनः स्मृतिं मे पातु नरहरि मुनिवर्यास्तुतिप्रियः नासां मे सिंहनासस्तु मुखं लक्ष्मीमुखप्रियः सर्वविद्याधिपः पातु नृसिंहो रसनां मम वक्त्रं पात्वा इन्दुवदन सदा प्रह्लादवन्दितः नरसिंहः पातु मे कण्ठं स्कन्धौ भूभरण भूभृत् अनन्तकृत् दिव्यास्त्रशोभितभुज नरसिंहः पातु मे भुजौ करौ मे धीमवरदो नृसिंहः पातु सर्वतः हृदयं योगिसाध्यश्च निवासं पातु मे हरिः मध्यं पातु हिरण्याक्षवक्ष कुक्षिविदारणः नाभिं मे पातु नरहरिः स्वनाभि ब्रह्म संस्तुतः ब्रह्माण्डकोटिः कट्यां यस्यासौ पातु मे कटिं गुह्यं मे पातु गुह्यानां मन्त्राणां गुह्यरूपदृक् ऊरु मनोभः पातु जानुनी नररूपदृक् जङ्गे पातु धराबरा हर्तायो असौन्द्रकेशरी सुरराजप्रद पातु पादौ मे नृहरीश्वरः सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः पातु मे सर्वशस्तनुं मनोग्रह पूर्वतः पातु महावीराग्रजो अग्नितः महाविष्णुर्दक्षिणे तु महाज्वालस्तु नैऋतौ पश्चिमे पातु सर्वेषु दिशि मे सर्वतोमुखः नरसिंहः पातु वायव्यां सौम्यां भीषणविग्रहः ईशान्यां पातु भद्रो मे सर्वमङ्गलदायकः संसारभयादः पातु मृत्योर्नृकेशरी इदं नृसिंहकवचं प्रह्लादमुखमण्डितं भक्तिमान्यः पठेन् नित्यं सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते पुत्रवान् धनवान् लोके दीर्घायुरुपजायते यं यं कामयति कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति असंशयं सर्वत्र जयमाप्नोति सर्वत्र विजयी भवेत् भूमि अन्तरिक्ष दिव्यानां ग्रहाणां विनिवारणं वृश्चिकोरगशम्भूतविशापहरणं परं ब्रह्म राक्षसयक्षाणां दूरोत्सारणकारणं मूर्झे वा तालपत्रे वा कवचं लिखितं शुभं करमूले धृतं येन सिद्ध्येयुः कर्मसिद्धः देवासुरमनुष्येषु स्वं संयेव जयं लभेत् एकसंज्ञं त्रिसंज्ञं वा यः पठेन्नियतो नरः सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं भुक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति 32 सहस्राणि पठेत् शुद्धा तम्भिर्निविहिं कवचस्यास्य मन्त्रस्य मन्त्रसिद्धिः प्रजायते अनेन मन्त्रराजेन कृत्वा भस्माभिमन्त्रणं तिलकं बिभीर्याद्यस्तु तस्य ग्रहवयं हरेत् त्रिवारं जपमानस्तु दत्तं वार्याभिमन्त्रये च प्रासेद्यं नरं मन्त्रो नृसिंहं ध्यानमाचरेत् तस्य रोगः प्रणश्यन्ति ये चाशु कुक्षी सम्भवः किमत्र बहुनोक्तेन नृसिंहसदृशो भवेत् मनसा चिन्तितं यत्तु सा तच्चाप्नोत्य संशयं गर्जन्तं गर्जयन्तं निजभुजपतलं स्फोटयन्तं हरन्तं दीप्यन्तं तापयन्तं दिविभुजं क्षेपयन्तं क्षिपन्तं क्रन्दन्तं रोषयन्तं दिशि सततं संहरन्तं वरन्तं वीक्षन्तं पूर्णयन्तं गणनिकरशते दिव्यसिंहं नमामि इति श्रीब्रह्माण्डपुराणे प्रह्लादोक्तं श्रीनृसिंहकवचं सम्पूर्णम्
You have just broken the world record.
किमत्र बहुनोक्तेन
You've just broken the world record for the fastest Nrsimha couple.
world record. I was thinking about that slokam kimatra bahunokten nrsimha sadrisho bhavet.
Spot on, spot on. Fantastic, amazing. Very, very good. I get reminded of Pavan's Yagya. It was very nice, very good. So we can finish with the Nrsimha Aarti. Kanchan, would you like to sing to Lord Nrsimhadev?
Okay, Haribo. I have to move to the kitchen. Hold on.
This is a wonderful prayer. Let me just find it. Again to Lord Nrsimhadev. But it's such a glorious, glorious prayer.
So, am I singing and then everybody is singing behind? Because there are not many people, so that'd be fine, yeah?
Should be okay, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, meaning they will all sing after me, yeah?
Yeah, let's try, let's try.
Okay. So then I'll take it easy.
Yeah, good.
Okay, Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai, Bhakta Prahlad ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste narasimhaya.
Prahlad Ladadaine.
Prahlada ladadaine.
Hiranyakashi Purvakshaya.
Hiranyakashipo pakshaha.
Shilatankana Kalaye.
Shilatankana kalaye.
To Nrsimho Parato Nrsimho.
Om Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha.
Yato Yato Yamitato Nrsimha.
Yato Yamitato Nrsimha.
Bahir Nrsimho Hridaye Nrsimho.
Bye.
Nrsimhamandim Sharanam Prapade. Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Abhuta Shringa. Talina Hiranyakashipur Tanubringa. Kesavadita Narahari Rupa. Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare.
Adbhuta Shringa. नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशव गीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे
केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे
जय जगदीश हरे
जय नृसिंहदेव जय नृसिंहदेव नृसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय
जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय
जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद
जय प्रभुपाद
जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद
जय गुरु महाराज गुरु महाराज गुरु महाराज जय गुरु महाराज
जय
गुरु महाराज जय गुरु महाराज
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
जय नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त प्रहलाद की
जय
जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की
जय
जय गुरु महाराज की and all glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Swakesh. Thank you, Pavan, Praveen, Padmaja. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. It was nice.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, anytime. Every evening we're here, and anytime you're free and want to just link in, welcome to do so. Huh?
Never. Thank you.
Thank you.
Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aruna has joined as well, has she?
Yes, I did.
That's good.
I forgot for a couple of days. You didn't remind me.
Okay.
Oh dear.